Another thing you've mentioned a few times is COVID and the pandemic. So we know that all of our lives and all of our worlds changed early 2020. And I know also you've talked personally to me about that. You've talked to others. You've been on the radio. You certainly haven't been silent. You've talked to people at a policy level here in Northern Ireland. Do you want to just sort of summarise for us how that whole experience has been like for you?
There's a lot of disabled people in the everyday that have that experience where they don't go out and they don't participate, but it's not because they don't want to, it's because they can't. And the pandemic kind of highlighted that, and things going online and meant that more people could participate in everyday things. And it was fantastic in a lot of ways. Since we've started to go back to the so called normal, it's the online bit is starting to dwindle. People can't go out as easily are starting to be left behind again. And I had a feeling of that for a while too, because the world started to go back to normal before we were allowed to go back to normal. Clinically extremely vulnerable, we were kept in for a little bit longer than the rest of society. As soon as people started to be able to go out, the online meetings got less and less. And we had to keep reminding people that we were still being told to shield, and that was hard for me. So I can only imagine how people feel that that's their life, and that's the thing. When I'm still calling for hybrid meetings, that's why, because I want those people to still have that option.
It's quite interesting, isn't it, given that the impact of COVID restricted all of our lives around the world in so many ways. But what you're saying very clearly,
For some people, it enhanced their world.
because they became more included
Yeah.
through the online means that we all had to very quickly adapt to.
Yeah.
So those achievements that came out of that sort of level of societal adversity in regard to inclusion may now be hampered.
Yes. And not only that, it's also a worry that if we keep on saying we want hybrid, that we'll be excluded from the real reality of meetings, because they'll think, oh, if they keep asking for it, they must need it.
This has become another campaigning issue for you that you feel very strongly about.
Yeah, because we don't want to be excluded from any part of society. That whole Ireland's future that was done, the big meeting down south, they could have easily made that hybrid, and they didn't.